One of the reasons why I think it's important for people to understand what you're talking about the level of control, is that there's been a lot of, I don't want to say fear mongering, but maybe there is, about singularity, about the ability to, pass the Turing test and all of this. As someone who was a technologist there from the very beginning, from so much of the internet and all of that, why do you think that that is something that we shouldn't be concerned about?
Yeah, so you may know we Californians are famous for our cults. We love our cults. We have produced many thousands of them over the decades, and continue to do so. And so there's this concept in religious studies of a millenarian cult, sort of an end of the world cult. And the way that these start is with sort of the idea of creating heaven on earth. Which is actually a term you may be familiar with. It's an old Bill Buckley term called immanentizing the eschaton, which is sort of bring about heaven on earth. And this is the idea of the singularity, right? So techies who get into this stuff kind of come with this idea of heaven on earth through the application of technology. But of course, the flip side of heaven on earth is creating hell on earth, right? And so the sort of utopian cult tend to transform over time into being these sort of apocalyptic cults. And they sort of, you'll hear this term, kind of summoning the demon. And then things go horribly wrong. And so these are just like ideas that are kind of very deeply rooted in kind of Western theology, Western philosophy. And whatever new is happening in the world, we tend to kind of build up these cults.